How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Untitled art up in this piece in the form of their non-stop, dry-hopped double IPA. Yeah, this is a double India Pale Ale with Mosaic, Sabro, and Lotus hops. Brewed and canned by Untitled Art in Black Stack Brewing, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So it's a collab. Okay. Black Stack and Untitled Art. I never heard of Black Stack before. I have had some Untitled Art more recently because my buddy Mike from Jersey sent me a box that he cultivated, put together, and Tavor sent it to me, and then Tavor just sent me a box to review beers, and this is in there. So I really enjoyed what I had from these guys, so let's crack into it. Seems like they do a lot of collabs. These guys like the other half of the Midwest or something like that. Oh, okay. That be orange. Like dark orange. Did not expect that. You think about these new school hops and, from Mosaic, not all that old school, new school, but Sabro and Lotus. And you think, I see green, I see orange, I think of tropical fruit, I think of tropical colors when I see this label, which I can get down with that art. I did not expect it to come off like that, which is very orange. It's not necessarily like it's like Midwest Hazy IPA, which kind of makes sense based off where these guys are coming from, but something that's going to be a little bit more malt forward. It doesn't look the part of oxidation that could be the case, but it looks just more West Coasty. It looks something that came from the Midwest to West Coast with a hazy vibe to it, as opposed to a New England style haze. So, interested. A little bit of white head on it, pretty much khaki. Nose. One more. Not much there. Not much there. A tropical fruit. Definitely a tropical fruit. Definitely like a star fruit, tropical fruit, kiwi, but not overly sweet. That's pretty much it. I'm not getting a big bittering component on the nose. I'm not getting a huge sweetness, although I believe this beer is going to be sweet, and I believe it's going to lean a little bit into a refined sugar kind of sweetness, like a hard candy kind of sweetness. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Not much. Let's dive in. Cheers. Not much there. I'm getting curious now. So, let me take another sip. Mouthfeel's not too bad. There is that tropical fruit kiwi sweetened kind of fruitiness that does lean a little bit kind of like sucker candy, hard candy, not strictly refined sugar, but eking in that direction. Maybe like the fruitiness comes off a little bit kind of like jelly marmalade kind of style, but it's much less impactful than I would expect an 8 and change. What's the ABV on this? 8.5? 8.5% double IPA. I have a theory. It's not bad. It's not negative. I believe there's a little bit of oxidation in play here. I think this can... The only reason I'm saying this, and this is me just shooting from the hip here, is that from the box that Tavor sent me, it takes, I think they said 5 to 7 days or something like that to get here. It took 12, so, close to almost double the amount of time that they advertised. And it just sat and sat and sat for a while. And it was, probably the warmest week we've had. During that time it sat in one place for 5 days and didn't get moved. This might be cooked a little bit. The only reason I say that is because I did another IPA from this box from a brewery that I had some previous experience with, and that beer kind of came off a little bit this way too. Just a little bit kind of missing something. And I attributed that strictly to oxidation because the coloration on that beer, in combination with how thin it was, and just that slight detection of some oxidation going on. The mouthfeel on this is fine. It's not otherworldly, but the color on this, the lack of impact, the sweetness. So it's basically, it's not as fruity as you'd expect from a beer of this ilk, of this high ABV from a brewery that knows what they're doing. And it just kind of has those subtle hints of not like a crazy oxidized malt bomb kind of thing, but it's on its way. And that could be a couple different things. Could be just a slow creep of negative oxygen kind of doing its damage. Or, let's check the date on this. What's the date on this now? 301. So you're talking about this beer is exactly 1 month old. Today's April Fool's Day. I think it's more just might have sat in some heat, got cooked a little bit. Yeah, theories. Not a negative beer by any stretch. Gives me enough of that kind of star fruity sweetness. I like that sweetness the way it kind of comes off a little bit sharper, but not getting into kind of refined sugar kind of territory. Subtle bitterness throughout. Mouthfeel, while not thin, could be fluffier and creamier, especially for its ABV level. Done and done. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had? Is like, even that being said, we're not going to put it out. We'll put it towards, it's in, but it's towards the bottom. It's not a negative beer. I'm probably going to drink this whole thing. Let's put it that way. Curious about it. But I've had better from Untitled art. Put it that way. Value and availability, no idea. People who live in Untitled's universe, let me know what these cost at the brewery. Conversely, if somebody who knows how much this costs in Devore, like I said, they sent it to me. I didn't pay for it, so I don't know how much it costs. I want to know the price difference. That would be great. And leave you with, if you like, we like this. If you like fresh beers, that's what I said in the other one, because I think this is just better off fresh or properly taking care of beers. There's no reason why a 8.5% double IPA should be able to hold up for a month. I mean, that's kind of expected, even from Hazie bombs. So there might be a little bit of fuckduggery going on with this can. In this case, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. Hey, that's that rule. That's the game you play when it comes to shipping and mailing beer. So such is life. So there you go. We're reviewing the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying some Untitled art. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.